Are we live?
Hello, hello, hello.
Good evening.
I'm back.
Good evening.
We've missed you, Vivian. It's not been the same without you for the last 2 weeks.
I know. I've been a busy bee. And I'm knackered now. So I thought I'd come on here for a rest.
That's nice. Well, you had me and V were sort of keeping the home fires burning while you were
I know.
around the countryside with weird Alaskans.
I know. But you know, tonight, it's not about me. It's about V.
Is it?
Because, yeah, we're going to probe V and see who he
Oh my
is.
God, you're going to do an alien impression.
Yeah, we're going to use that finger. No, I'm joking.
Oh, God, don't be revolting.
I'm joking, V.
I've only just had my dinner. Stop it.
Listen, that's my big brother down there. Don't pick on me, as he will beat you up.
Well, I know his real dad.
Yes, I'll set that cat on you. I'll make you smell like a vegetable and then set that cat on you.
Oh, dear.
That's his mad cat.
Yeah, my cat, Lilith, has decided she likes eating raw vegetables. And I have been eating salads during the daytime to fill up my greediness and not not have too many calories. And that stupid bloody cat has decided she likes cucumber and raw carrot, which she's completely unable to digest. But she attacks me and tries to steal bits of vegetable out of my salad bowl.
Yeah, and your beard.
And then she found some bits of carrot in my beard while I was trying to do something else, and just
she was combing it out with her claws.
Yes, she should I put some of my beard, Mr. Land's beard styling was by Lilith Tinkerbell.
Right, V.
Yes.
We want to know as much about you as possible.
Oh, God, no. I'm sorry. Yes. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Yes, V.
We want to get... Yes, V.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask the first question, Jonathan, or shall I?
Yes. Do you ever hear from that Japanese chick you met on the Steve Harvey tour?
No.
But that was my first question.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with that.
V,
Yeah.
I see that you're into cryptids and you are part of the CFZ. Where did that
Yeah.
all begin for you?
Having weird experiences when I was a child and watching TV and press stuff about weird things happening. And I mean, mostly it was just bullshit, normal everyday news bullshit, But every now and then you get something that would be really interesting, that was out of the ordinary. Like one time in the 1970s, I can't remember what year it was, there was a so-called newspaper. It was really trashy press, but uh, it it had a story on the front cover with a photograph that purported to be um, an ape man shot in China by the Red Army back shortly after the revolution, and it was in ice. I remember that, but I'm not sure what newspaper it was or what year it was. I expect Carl Schucker would know.
Is that the
Hey.
one that ended up being the Minnesota Iceman?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's.
Hey, can you move over a bit because you're hiding
Sorry,
behind your neck
sorry.
and we
I
can't
think
see your lovely face?
I've got an achy back, and this chair swivels, so it helps. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got a
We know
mile
a song
watch.
about that, don't we, V?
Yeah.
Macinnon has a back, an achy bakey back.
Oh God.
But no, that's quite interesting though, just to hear that where everyone's first interests began, I think. But I understand that you've known Jonathan for many a year, let's put it that way. Where did you first meet Jonathan?
In Exeter.
Wasn't. It was in Taunton Record. It was in that record shop in.
Oh, Dave's
It
record
was
shop.
in Dave's record shop in Wellington.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because we got on really well, and then you went, and I said, "So, how do you know him then?" And then he started talking to me about you, and he said, "I'm going up to see him in a few days. Do you want to come up?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And that was that. And then
Hi,
about
Nicola.
hi. Oh, where'd you go?
She's run away.
Oh,
Hi, Roger. Roger's
hi.
in Kentucky, I think.
With the goblins.
In Kentucky?
Yeah,
Of
Hopkins.
goblins.
Hopkinsville.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then V and I went on tour with Steve Harley, which was a very strange experience.
Yes.
Well, Steve Harley, the singer.
Yeah.
Is he a
Yeah,
singer?
and Cockney Rebel.
That's it, yeah.
Him, me, and my ex-wife went on tour all around the country with Steve, and a splendid time was had by all, I would say, especially the Japanese chick.
Yeah. Yes. We don't need to go into Japanese chicks, do we?
Why not?
No.
You got into Japanese chicks.
But Japanese, she was Japanese.
I
That
said
was a very long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think I
what was
might
that
have been about 7 in those years, maybe. Or 8.
This was 1990, my sweet, so I don't think so. I think you were little.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico. It was
Hi.
lovely to meet Yasmin. Would you give her my love, please? She's amazing. What an amazing girl. Sorry.
Hang on, who's Yasmin? I'm confused.
She's a lovely, lovely lady that I met at the conference. Friend of Nico's.
Oh, Daniel's thing in Somerset.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes. Yes.
Up to speed now.
Oh, she definitely is. She definitely is. She's amazing, that woman is. But yes, I've been gallivanting around with a young DJ Brewster from Alaskan Killer Bigfoot. And as you know, last Wednesday we couldn't quite make it on the show because signal was very poor and very intermittent. Because at that point we'd made it to the beach to have fish and chips by the seaside because it's one of his things to cross off his bucket list. But it was quite interesting talking to him and learning about Alaska and stuff that goes on over there. He spoke a lot about Port Lock to me, some of the stuff behind the scenes stuff. And touch wood, fingers crossed, I get a private tour of Port Lock next year.
Nice.
Oh, brilliant. Well done.
Well, it all depends on whether we can get permission from the tribal elders. If they say yes, then we go.
Nice.
And I'm going to sleep in the shack where
Yes,
Bigfoot is.
they're nice Canadians, and so's Canada.
Yeah. Canadians and Canada.
Yeah. You got to love Canadians.
Canadians gooses.
Yeah.
Oh, God almighty. I haven't taken acid in nearly, oh, God. I haven't done acid in more than well over 40 years. But, Lord, I think I'm having a flashback today with these two nut jobs.
We don't mind. We don't mind. Do you know what? I am so exhausted and full of this cold. Archibald!
Speaking of nut jobs, here's Archie.
Yeah.
Hello, Archie. How are you, mate?
I'm Boston Arcade. I always come to see my Uncle V and my Auntie Vivian.
He's going to stop licking your eyebrows now, look.
Oh, it's very nice.
Why has Archibald got a Brummy accent?
I have no idea, but he always has.
Yeah, he's always had one.
I think
He's put words in his mouth.
I have no idea why Archibald has a Birmingham accent, but he does. I'm from God's own country, like.
I'm going out into the garden.
Yeah, I come from. When I was born, my mum had a litter of pups. I'd sat behind it was behind the skips at Digbeth coach station. So,
bless him.
Yes, Archie, isn't it nice? You're having big grunt. Can you hear him?
Yes.
And that's why you call him Archie Pig, isn't it?
It's called Archie Pig because he isn't very big.
Yeah, that's another reason.
And because he grunts like a pig an awful lot of the time.
Oh, listen to him. He's loving that. He's loving that. Has Archibald been on any expeditions with you? Like around the UK?
Not really. He's been out with me out looking for big cats out in the woods.
Yeah.
Out in the places where there's been big cat sightings around here, and he's been to Morning Church where the Owlman was seen.
Yeah.
I like the Owlman, like he's very interesting. But no, he hasn't been on any big outings. But then again, neither have I in a long time.
Yeah.
I was semi-retired until Daniel brought me back out. retirement, kicking and screaming, because basically I stopped doing what I was doing about 10 years ago so I could look after my mother-in-law and then my wife, who were both dying.
Yeah.
And then it took me some years to get over losing them both. And then Daniel comes along and drags me out of retirement.
Good.
And so I'm here now with
I
you
tell
two
you, Vic,
weirdos.
it was about 10 years ago. I think it was a guy, an American soldier called Matt Hall, that decided he was going to do a Paracon UK. And he passed me Jonathan's telephone number. He said, I want you to contact this man and see if he will be a speaker at my conference. And I remember ringing and speaking to Jonathan, and he basically gave me a flea in my ear. But he was going through something. Yeah, but he was going through something at the time that we didn't know about. Now,
it was when I vaguely remember it was when Karina had been diagnosed with cancer, and
yeah,
we
and
knew
now all these years later, fast forward all these years later, Jonathan's one of my dearest and bestest friends.
Oh, you're a sweetie pie. Oh, look at her.
Oh, there she is.
It's the carrot eater.
Carrot cruncher.
Yeah, carrot cruncher Malloy.
She's from Chatteris. She's a carrot cruncher.
You're still sniffing my beard to see if the carrot.
Oh, that was so subtle, Lily.
Oh. But yeah, it's quite funny how sort of, how things play out. Like, initially I got told to naff off, and then all these years later, in nice terms. But that was like with Matt Hall, and it turned out that you did the best thing ever, because he turned out not to be a very nice man. But there you go.
Really? What happened?
Well, I was going to have a fight with him.
Good God.
Yeah, he was going to come to... Yeah. Well, he was going to come to my house. No, he was going to come to my house and beat me up. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll make it easy for you. I'll meet you at the end of the street, and I'll give you directions to my house. I said,
what? He threatened
not
you?
a problem. Oh, yeah, big, tough American military man. But there you go.
What an arsehole.
Yeah. Hi, Robert. How are you doing? Did you have your tatties and neeps tonight? And a wee bit of haggis with cheese on. Sorry.
Cheese on haggis. Cheese on haggis.
You can have cheese on haggis. Right, Robert, let's clear this argument. Can you put cheese on top of your haggis?
Not unless you're a Sassner.
That's what Nessie eats, haggis with cheese on.
But whatever sweet Nessie does, what else is she on? Well done, Robert.
My son climbed Ben Nevis on Friday, and in one of the restaurants he went to, he had haggis that had cheese on it.
Good God.
I can't. Well, no wonder there. No, I was going to make a rude joke, so okay, I won't.
Yeah, he went up Ben Nevis and down in 8 hours, so he did really well.
That's insane.
Shut up.
I didn't say a thing.
I thought you were going to say something about something like that, like. No, I'm not even going to say it.
He said it was like climbing stairs non-stop for 4 hours. It was quite steep. It's really steep.
I can't climb stairs non-stop for 4 minutes.
Well, if you said to them, why did you climb the stairs for 4 hours? And they said, because they were there. That would sound a bit more stupid than why did you climb the mountain? Because it was there, wouldn't it? It would sound a bit more stupid if you said, why did you climb the stairs? But it's essentially the same reality, isn't it? They like climbing the stairs for 4 hours.
I took my dog up in Nevis and her bark turned into a high-pitched squeak for a month like she was on helium.
Good God.
Oh, dear.
I think my mountain climbing days are gone.
I think mine never started. I did Snowdon last year, but that was horrendous. Oh, never again.
Yeah.
I could so make it. No, I'm just for the smutty jokes today. Shut up, Downs.
Well, Snowdonia is where that guy claiming to be a physicist who wrote into, or what's it called, How to Hunt on YouTube. And he does loads of, Steve Isdale, he does loads of stories from people writing in about experiencing big hairy hominids or something in the woods, or seeing them coming to their camp or whatever, all these different experiences. And oh, what was that, Archie? Sorry, he's put me off now. I've forgotten what I was talking about.
Snowdonia, big hairy.
Oh yeah. Steve Isdale had a story recently about there was a physicist, a Canadian Welsh physicist, who retired to Wales from Canada, and went to Snowdonia and had this shocking experience with a Sasquatch.
In Snowdonia?
Yeah.
Was that anything like your shocking experience with the Japanese girl?
Oh, John. Really?
But do you think that could really happen, though? The hominids in Snowdonia, Sasquatch, whatever it may be. Or was he just trying to gain fame by saying and doing that?
Well, he didn't give his name.
I wonder
Or
why.
did he experience something, but it wasn't a flesh and blood?
Yeah.
I don't know. When you have something weird like that happen to you, it becomes much more difficult in future to just automatically shut that door and say, no, sorry, that's too weird. I'm not going to even entertain that idea. It's very difficult to do that when you've had something like this.
See,
there in front of you.
I asked DJ the question: is Bigfoot or Sasquatch, whatever you want to call it, is it a real flesh and blood thing, or is it something that we're manifesting like through the third eye, or, is it other dimensional? And he said, I think he said it was a bit of both. He believes in both, but I think he leans more to the otherworldly thing.
Yeah, so do I, for the most part.
But then people in Oregon I've spoken to say no, it's a flesh and blood thing.
Well, maybe it's flesh and blood some places, and it's a dimensional thing other places.
Yeah.
Remember, I've seen one, and what I saw was not and could not have been flesh and blood.
Yeah. Robert says we've got orcas in the River Forth.
Wow. Are they attacking boats? It's not that bunch that hang off the coast of Spain attacking boats, is it?
He says with global
that would cause problems.
We'll get great whites in our waters. I hope we don't.
I think we probably already do.
We already do. We have at least one that regularly tours around the UK every year.
And so would that mean because he'd be an apex predator, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Well,
Would
just
that
about
mean
these.
he'd be a great white supremacist?
Oh, God.
Can we send him? This is really naughty what I'm going to say, but I don't care. Can we send him to the English Channel and he could patrol there for us for a bit?
You imagine him on the beach with a blunderbuss, can't you?
Just send him. Just on a shore.
She's talking about the fucking shark.
I'm talking about the shark, not him. Oh dear!
Do you see what I have to put up with?
You with your blunderbuss. Would it be an automatic? No, we can't talk like that. That's terrible.
No, they don't have automatic blunderbusses. You'd be on your arse if you had an automatic blunderbuss.
Well, not if he straps it to his wheelchair.
Yeah, remember, I can't stand up anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, I've seen pirates aiming through a crutch in movies. I've seen pirates doing that. Not that proves anything.
No, it proves absolutely nothing. Mika, good, I've always wanted to swim with great whites.
I don't think so. Oh.
Well,
in a cage, maybe, but no, I wouldn't risk it. I would not risk that.
There was a photograph this week that I thought looked remarkably like a great white off the coast of South Devon.
Wow.
Are you going to show
We
it?
don't want them over here.
Well, come here taking good English sharks' jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody great whites.
Yeah.
Great white supremacist
leave our basking sharks alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to do.
Go back to France.
Present.
Yeah, no, I'm saving the damn thing first to my present. Where's present?
David says, I want to know how baby shark grew up. Well, baby shark got shafted for chicken banana.
What on earth? I can't see. Where's present?
At the bottom.
Yeah, I'm a bit lost now. I have no idea what's going on.
Welcome to my world, V.
What the bloody hell's happening here?
Would you like me to do it?
Yes.
Send it to me.
Chicken banana.
Oh, chicken banana?
Yeah.
Oh, chicken banana is just amazing. Just Google chicken banana.
Chicken banana.
Yeah, chicken banana is awesome. Right, let's see what he
just
sent me.
Sent it to you, sweetie pie.
Let me see what you just said. You talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Okay.
We will. Chicken banana.
Well, I suppose people put limes and lemons and things with meat, so...
Well, I've had chicken cooked with banana in Puerto Rico. It's very nice. In fact, is it chicken Maryland that they traditionally cook with banana? Or is it... I can't remember one of them.
No idea. I could understand if it was a plantain.
What, can you see that?
Can you
Yes.
zoom in? Can you zoom in? It looks too pointed to be a basking shark and too large to be anything else.
I can't zoom into that.
That's a
No.
shame.
Well, that was taken last week in South Devon.
That's a great picture.
It is fantastic, isn't it? I mean, probably you could do it on Photoshop and get away with it, but I think it's real. And the story seems real.
Oh, once
So
I
what's
stop
the
sharing.
story?
I will read you the story.
Hurrah!
This is from Devon Live. A beachgoer has recounted the awesome experience of spotting a shark off the coast of Roberts, Cornwall, over the bank holiday weekend. The creature believed to be, well, he says he thought it was a basking shark, but I think it's too pointy to be that, was photographed at Porthcurren Beach just north of Morgan Porth. Lucy Radford and her cousin Grace Henry initially mistook what they saw in the sea for seal. On closer observation, they realized it definitely wasn't a seal. Despite the rough sea conditions, Grace managed to capture photographs showing the shark's fin clearly visible above the waves, says Cornwall Live. And that's about it, really. I've seen a couple of other pictures from that. There's another one here. I don't know if it's worth sending it all the way through, but again, it looks too pointed for basking shark, because basking sharks are quite round topped, round
Yeah,
ended.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good. And that's one of the things I enjoy about doing these shows with you, Vivian, my love, is that we can bring you news as it happens.
Well,
Rather,
I want to show you something that, talking of the sea, I thought was rather cute, and I'd never heard of them before. Let's see if I can find a picture. These are the most cutest things I've seen in a long time. So let me get a good picture. There we go. Hang on, my mouse is not very good. It's
is that a euphemism?
no, I've got a mouse that doesn't really work very well. A mouse, not a mouth. I have to go into the National Geographic to what? I've got to provide my email. Get out of it.
What are you looking for, Sweetie Pie?
I'm going to surprise you.
Tell them to naff off.
Yeah, that's the best way to
If
deal
they
with it.
don't want to share the news with you, just find it somewhere else, I say.
Yeah.
Open a subscription for just £5 a year. No thanks.
Okay. Here we go. I'll get it from the BBC.
Oh my God. So they're
Is
still
it?
they're still in the news business, are they? All the stuff they've been missing and what's going on, and I was wondering if they were still broadcasting news because I never watch them, but I thought they'd gone out of business or
Oh,
something.
come on, Vivian.
What you mean that once Richard Freeman returned his license and said he'd never watch them again because of the female Doctor Who, you thought that was it, and they all committed harikiri.
Well, a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are saying, well, it's just propaganda channel now. So, but then again, I mean, the dramas, they do some good dramas, apparently. And apparently they still do a few good comedies, apparently.
I like where you're going, apparently. I only ever keep the BBC. But the last time I watched anything on the BBC was the election. And before the general election, I think it was the coronation, and before that was the Queen's funeral. The last thing I watched on.
Right, look at that.
What, the dog?
No, here, on the main bit.
What is it?
Is it a fungus with rabbit ears?
It's a sea bunny.
Really?
Look at those ones.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Sea bunnies.
Oh, is it a sea slug?
Yeah, it's a sea slug of sorts, yeah. But how gorgeous.
They're weird. And sea slugs are really tolerant of salt, but garden slugs, not so
Look at
much.
that. Look how cute that one is. Just look at it.
Don't you just want to have that as a pet?
Yes. Look at
It'd
them.
be a bit gooey.
Look, that one's a bit... He's got
You couldn't
patterns on him.
cuddle it. You couldn't cuddle it because it would be too gooey. You keep dropping it.
And it's
But
also severely poisonous as well. But
I never knew these sea bunny things existed.
I knew the sea hares existed because you can find them on British coasts. But that sea bunny, that's actually very, very cute.
Let me look at this. Look. The most gorgeous things. I mean, I've never seen anything like it before. Look at that.
Well, it looks like a bunny, whereas the sea hare doesn't look anything like a hare.
Yeah.
If you look in, I
don't know if they're are they venomous, Jonathan?
Yes. And unfortunately, you can't keep fish in aquariums without serious amounts of specialist knowledge. But they are very, very cute.
Look at that. It's even got a tail. There's a yellow one here, if I can get my mouse to behave. Oh, it's not going to do it. Hang on. Having issues. Technical difficulties. There we go. There's a yellow one. I just love them.
Where's the yellow one?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
No, I can still only see the white one.
Yeah. Can you see the yellow one now?
No, I can just see the white one.
Well, it's like the white one, but it's yellow.
Oh, Vivian, you are an absolute sweetheart.
I'm coming back. I've had enough of looking at sea bunnies. But I saw these sea bunnies and I just thought, oh wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Hang on, what have I done? Might be Baby Shark.
Oh,
He's got a lovely imagination. Shall I read that out? Baby Shark grew up and was discovered by an American director called Steven. Nice Jewish chap. But unfortunately, like a lot of Hollywood stars, he became addicted to cocaine and started doing low-budget movies like Sharknado. They made a documentary about it called Cocaine Shark.
have you
Cocaine
seen?
Shark, based on a true story, laugh out loud, typical teenage shark.
Yeah.
And
Have you
my sea
seen
bunnies
Cocaine
look like,
Bear?
What
yeah.
was that?
I
Haven't seen.
watched Cocaine Bear not long ago, and it was
It's based on a
sharp.
true story.
What, Cocaine Bear?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
never liked cocaine.
oh
It
God.
always made me feel ill. So
You might want to bunk up with.
I've never done it.
You might want to share a room with John Martin then.
no, but I can tell you a story about John Martin, but I won't because we're on live air.
Looks like a mouldy marshmallow, those sea bunnies.
I think they're fantastic looking creatures.
I do. I think they're amazing.
I like to see dragons.
Oh
I
God!
used to I really liked seahorses since the first time I saw one. When I found out about sea dragons, which are like
Let me get a picture of
much more evolved, they're like much more evolved seahorses. They're flipping brilliant. They're absolutely
Sea
brilliant.
dragons are like a picture of a seahorse done by Roger Dean on acid.
Yes.
Okay,
Mushroom.
I've got a picture of a sea dragon.
They're gorgeous.
Let me share
And
that with you.
when they're in the weed, they're so well camouflaged. It's unbelievable. A bit like some of those flatfish on the wildlife docks when you see them changing the chromatophores.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, so the sea slug.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that's another sea slug. Beautiful, isn't it?
Is that a sea dragon?
No,
that's
it's like a
slug.
sea dragon. A sea dragon is a sort of fish.
Well, it's like a seahorse.
Yeah, but it is a fish.
Oh,
Mm.
like,
But it's like
hang on,
like a sea.
like
It's like a
oh,
seahorse
God.
with lots of fins that look like seaweed.
Hang on, I'm
Like that.
sending you a picture.
Now that's a sea slug.
That looks like a
What?
sea cow.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Wow.
Hang on, let me
Here's the sea
let me
dragon,
let
Vivian.
me see if I can get a sea.
I sent you one, love.
Okay, it's just easier for me to do it like this. Like this.
I'm confusing.
Internet. Trying to get a good picture up of a sea dragon.
Type in leafy
I'm
sea
struggling a little
dragon.
bit. That one.
Leafy sea dragon.
Yeah, they're amazing.
That's a weedy sea dragon. It's got lots of fins.
I can't see it. All I can see is things saying PDF.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Oh, I don't know why you can't see it. Hang on.
Have you got to import it into Studio or something?
No, I don't think you have to. Let me go on to the thing and I'll have a look.
Is it that little TV screen with the plus in it that says present?
It is, but I'm on my iPad and didn't have it.
That's why you can't see it, because you're on your iPad.
All I've got is the same thing as John, the PDF thing.
Can you see anything now?
No, just the PDF thing with a GIF of the two little fishes.
Let me in, I'm backstage.
It's because Apple doesn't mix with this. I think that's what it is. I'm going to stop sharing.
Is it because he's black?
It's because he is black.
Yeah. Sorry. Bad joke.
I've always preferred
Let me
Pepsi to Coke.
Let me in. I'm
Oh,
back.
there he is. Oh, no, there's two. There's one black screen and one John screen.
Let's kick the black screen.
Is it because it is black?
Hang on. There we go.
Wow.
Now we can't hear you, John.
No, can't hear you, John.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, we can, yeah.
Only if I've add the black screen back to the stage.
Oh,
I don't understand what's happening.
magic mirror, if you understood.
Speak now.
Ah, see, he's gone silent again. When you get rid of the black screen, his sound goes off. Go on, you can speak now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you now, yes.
That's because I don't know why it is. I'm totally confused. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
we
it's
can
because
hear
you added yourself back into the studio on another device. That's why it did it.
Well, no, I didn't. I added myself back to the studio on the same device. I'm still in bed.
So you open two channels.
And the same to you, dear boy.
So you opened two channels. Yeah, and the video was going through one and the sound was going through the other.
Now I'm back on the same channel again. Yeah. All of this, I was just trying to work out how to add pictures. So I could add the picture I've got the leafy sea dragon, which I just sent to you, Vivian. It's in the chat.
I mean, I have to download it, save it on my computer, upload it again. It's just a lot of work on a mouse that doesn't work properly.
Okay, add item.
So,
what the fuck? I don't understand.
Hang on, let me see if I can do it from hang on. The mouse is all over the place.
Oh, you've got to click on comments to get to where people are chatting.
Who?
Why don't you put it in the comments? Put this picture in the comments, and then anyone who's watching...
It won't show.
That's a shame.
Right, let's see if I can get this to work. Can you see that?
Yes, that is gorgeous. And you could be given for thinking that was a patch of weed, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking Cheech and Chong.
Are we going to get through the whole show without any more drug jokes?
It is beautiful, though, isn't it? I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. So you see seahorses and you think, wow, what magical little creatures they are. And then you see these and it's just incredible.
I think the sea bunnies are better.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, wait till you see one of these swimming around. You'll fall in love with it. especially when you see it go into a patch of weed. Oh yeah, weed. We still
Hang
have
on,
that one in the
why
end.
have you just pushed a picture of you dressed as Andy Pandy?
I don't know, I was just seeing what pictures you'd sent me. It was just the two.
That's the bit where it goes. Vivian is saying goodbye, no, waving goodbye.
I'm a good Andy Pandy.
I
Yeah.
think you're a very good Andy Pandy.
Still need
All right,
the
let's
two,
stop sharing.
still need the two sunflowers at the end though. Weed.
Just so you can get a load more drug jokes in.
Yeah. Well, you know me.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm awfully tired and I need to go and do my COVID test. I am getting more
I
bunged
want you
up
to
as
do
a
the
knot.
COVID test live on the show. So
No,
Yes.
we want to
No,
see you
just-
shove things up your nose.
no, because I gag when I do it. I shove something up my nose and I'm it's not a pretty sight. Definitely not a pretty sight.
So are you saying you want to stop now?
Yes,
Because if you
because I'm
do,
feeling.
I've got the goodbye song all ready for us.
Go on,
Hurrah.
let's do it.
I think.
Play it now. Let's play it now.
Time to go home, time to go home from your simply spooky adrenaline ride. Time to go home, time to go home, even if you're terrified. Goodbye. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian and her weird friends are all going home. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian is waving goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
That took me in the best part of an afternoon.
I love that.
It's a lovely song, isn't it?
It is. It is. I do like that. It's really good.
He did all the music.
And all the singing.
Yeah.
And all the animation. V wrote some lyrics.
You mean I wrote almost all the lyrics?
No, you didn't. You wrote one. You wrote about half of the lyrics.
I wrote 2 verses.
There are only 2 verses.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shut up, you horrible man.
Oh, well, we'll be back next week. What's next week? It's not the end of the month yet. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. And I'm hoping to have a guest on next week. Someone. Well, I've been approached and there's somebody quite keen.
I bet you have.
There's somebody quite keen. And he's into the spiritualist movement, and he's a spiritualist medium. And he currently resides and lives and is Finnish. So he's from Finland. And if we can get the connection going, I think it might be an interesting show to see how they feel about things. Never had a man on from Finland before.
Finland, the country where I most want to be. Pony trekking or camping or just watching TV.
I knew you were going to sing that, Mr. McCormick.
Well, all I know is it's home of the Moonmins.
That's all I know about it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So it'd be interesting to see what else Finland is about, and not just the spiritualism side of it, but the country itself.
Apparently, they do lots of pony trekking and lots of camping.
No, that's Copenhagen.
And watching TV, according
And
to
do they
John
do
Cleese.
eating that horrible
Oh,
fish can?
oh, yeah, that's stuff that people in the next town throw up when you open the tin.
Yeah,
That stuff. Oh,
I don't know if it's Finland, but
beggars the imagination. Have you ever smelt that stuff?
no.
No.
Oh, somebody opened a tin of that about a mile and a half away from us at another camp. When I was in East Germany, and we smelt it, and I thought something not died, and was well, it had, I suppose, it was herring, wasn't it? But
Herring.
yeah, but no, we had to go over there because we thought we were seriously worried that there'd been a mass death toll or something. We went all the way over there, and it turned out somebody had opened this big tin of rotten herring, and we couldn't even bear to be like a mile and a half away from it, being downwind.
Oh.
So how they were actually greedily spooning it into their mouths, I don't know.
It's because they're foreign.
Well, guys, listen, you two can carry on. And
We always
jib and
carry on.
jabber about your smelly herrings.
No, I'm going to continue with my design thing back here. I'm sorting this bar out.
Looks good.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
going to look
lovely.
better soon. I got some Mexican pottery coming. A couple of cow heads and a moon, crescent moon. I showed John them earlier. He loved it.
Of
He was
course.
like, "Cool." He said to me, he said, "Cool, tell you what, kid, that's flipping smashing, that is. Oh, I got to throw all stairs. That's bloody lovely, that is, mate." That's what he said.
Something like that, yes.
He turns into Albert's steptoe of an afternoon. No, it wasn't Albert. What's the younger one called?
I think it was Albert. You mean Wilfred Bramble, but I can't remember which one.
No, the other one, the younger one.
Oh.
Harry
Right.
H. Corbett.
Yeah, I can't remember his character. Anyway, Vivian wants to go to sleep, poor girl.
Yes, I'm still exhausted and I'm not well and I'm up early tomorrow. I'm still recovering from that conference.
Poor sausage.
She's just a lightweight.
I am.
Anyway, you go to bed, sweet Vivian, my love. Shall we end the stream now because we've
Yes.
Yeah. And
well, we'll see. We'll see the guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye bye everybody. See you next week.
We'll talk on Messenger.